San Francisco. The Golden Gate Bridge, shrouded in mist, cable cars climbing halfway to the stars, Victorian houses painted in joyous hues clinging to impossibly steep hills. It is a city instantly recognizable, a place of beauty, of energy, of dreams. But beneath this vibrant facade lies a stark reality. San Francisco is built upon a foundation that is inherently unstable, a landscape riven by fault lines, a city forever at the mercy of the Earth's tremors. The very forces that created the dramatic beauty of San Francisco Bay, the grinding tectonic plates, the seismic upheavals, are the same forces that pose the greatest threat to its continued existence. The city lives in the shadow of the San Andreas Fault, a geological scar that stretches for hundreds of miles along the California coast. It is a constant reminder of the city's vulnerability, a ticking time bomb that could unleash its power at any moment. Yet San Francisco refuses to be cowed. It is a city that has learned to live with its seismic legacy, to adapt and innovate. From the ashes of past earthquakes, it has risen stronger, more resilient. Today, San Francisco stands as a beacon of hope, a testament to human ingenuity in the face of natural disaster. It is a city that has embraced its precarious existence, and in doing so, has become a model for earthquake preparedness and resilience for the world. The history of San Francisco is inextricably intertwined with earthquakes. The city has been shaken, rattled, and reshaped by these seismic events. Each earthquake has left an indelible mark on the city's landscape, its psyche, and its approach to building and living. The 1906 earthquake, the most powerful in San Francisco's recorded history, leveled much of the city. It ignited fires that raged for days, leaving behind a trail of devastation. The destruction was catastrophic, but it also served as a harsh wake-up call. It forced the city to confront its vulnerability and begin the long process of rebuilding. In the decades that followed, San Francisco implemented stricter building codes, strengthened infrastructure, and developed sophisticated emergency response systems. These measures were put to the test in 1989, when the Loma Prieta earthquake struck. While not as powerful as the 1906 quake, it still caused significant damage and loss of life. The Loma Prieta earthquake served as a stark reminder that San Francisco's work was far from over. It spurred a renewed focus on seismic safety, leading to further improvements in building codes and infrastructure. The city also invested heavily in public education and awareness campaigns, recognizing that a prepared citizenry is essential to mitigating the impact of future earthquakes. Despite advances in seismology, predicting earthquakes with pinpoint accuracy remains elusive. Scientists can identify areas of high seismic risk, such as the San Andreas Fault, and estimate the probability of an earthquake occurring within a given time frame. However, they cannot predict the exact time, location, or magnitude of a future earthquake. The San Andreas Fault, a massive crack in the Earth's crust, poses the greatest seismic threat to San Francisco. It is divided into segments, each capable of generating powerful earthquakes. The northern segment, which ruptured in 1906, is considered overdue for a major earthquake. Scientists use a variety of methods to monitor the San Andreas Fault and other active faults in the region. They measure ground movement, analyze seismic waves, and study historical earthquake patterns. This data helps them understand the behavior of faults and assess the likelihood of future earthquakes. While predicting earthquakes remains a challenge, the science of earthquake forecasting is constantly evolving. New technologies and research are providing scientists with a better understanding of earthquake processes. This knowledge is crucial for improving building codes, strengthening infrastructure, and developing more effective early warning systems. San Francisco has made significant strides in earthquake preparedness, but the city's aging infrastructure remains a concern. Many buildings, bridges, and other critical structures were built before modern seismic codes were in place, making them vulnerable to damage or collapse during an earthquake. Recognizing this vulnerability, San Francisco has embarked on an ambitious program of seismic retrofitting. This involves strengthening existing structures to better withstand earthquake forces. Retrofitting methods vary depending on the type of structure and its level of risk. One common retrofitting technique is base isolation. This involves placing flexible pads or bearings beneath a building's foundation, allowing it to move independently of the ground during an earthquake. This helps to absorb seismic energy and reduce the amount of shaking transmitted to the structure. Another approach is to strengthen a building's structural elements, such as its walls, columns, and beams. This can be achieved by adding steel bracing, reinforcing concrete, or using other engineering techniques. The goal is to increase the building's ability to resist lateral forces, which are the sideways forces generated during an earthquake.